Alright, well, how's it going there? Welcome to this episode of Vern's Misadventures. I wasn't looking forward to filming this episode, but I did share a video showing an update, what I've been up to, and saying that I'd been doing the mining, so I thought I'd let everybody know how that's been going. I haven't been able to mine since probably May, and this is because the air conditioning in my home has well, I need a new system, long story short. So I bought some portable air conditioners just to bridge the gap until we can come up with the money to replace our air conditioner. So we cannot mine, and I was looking into a way to maybe convert one of my closets into a mining room. Maybe install an attic fan and find a way to ventilate it through the bottom or through the roof, through the roof too. So anyway, in a way to bring in fresh air and exhaust the hot air, so that we could maybe keep the room at ambient air temperature from outside. Well, I had a plan. I had it all set up. I was going to do it, but you know, it's kind of a commitment to do. Start cutting holes in your house. So, you know, while I've been waiting to scrounge up the money to get that done, I've been watching as the coin prices just go down and down and down and down, and then they bounced a little bit, and then they went down and down and down. And so the last time I checked, I can make almost enough mining to pay the electricity it cost me to mine. So, you know, I don't have enough faith that GPU mining is going to be profitable enough in the future, at least the near future, to cut holes in my house and do all that. So at this point, it is really time to just go ahead and disassemble them and sell them for their parts. So we're going to get started on that today. Alright, well, should we watch it run one last time? Actually, it's not as sad as I made it out. What we're going to actually do here, at least with this one, I'm going to use some of my GPUs, and I'm going to make a couple of gaming computers. I've got two grandsons, and they like to play Fortnite, so I'm going to make a couple of computers that they can play Fortnite on when they're over here at my house. So the thing to do here, I'm going to get the cards off of here first. Everything up here to do with the video cards would be removed. We'll put one video card, and it won't be any of these. These are the 570s. So what I have to do before I completely dismantle this rig is I just have to, I'm going to get them all off of there, and I'm going to motherboard mount them one at a time and reflash them to the stock BIOS so that I can sell these GPUs. They will be for sale here pretty soon. So I plan to use two of the RX 580s from one of the other rigs to build out this gaming rig. So, you know, that's the plan. You know, we're not guaranteed success, but one thing's for sure: if we don't try, we are guaranteed to fail. So I'm going to try to move forward with my life. I'm going to leave GPU mining to someone else who might think it's profitable. And anyway, let's get on with the, I guess, with the disassembly here.
She's a poet, she's a dancer, like a prophet, got all the answers, face like an angel, touch like a healer. Look in her eyes, you know you got to believe her. Well, I got caught up in where I was going. I couldn't feel the way the wind was blowing. But yesterday I had a vision. Today it looks just like another bad decision. But life goes on, come what may. take a look around you. Yeah, sometimes we just gotta run.
Alright. Get this broke down, I guess, and then we can figure out what to do with the parts.
And didn't I give you everything I could?
While we're deciding what to do with all our old mining gear, this is my media center PC that I keep under my TV in my living room. It currently has a AMD quad core processor and 8 gigabytes of mismatch RAM. It has a non 80 plus power supply. Let's see, it has a small SSD in it, I believe. Currently it runs Budgie Remix is what it's called. It's Ubuntu Linux with a Budgie desktop environment. But anyway, I was considering putting one of these motherboards in this rig here. Of course, everything's going to have to fit in order for that to work. So I've got a good licensed installation of Windows on this here. This is a 120 gigabyte Kingston SSD. That could possibly go in here. The power supply, let's see, let's size that up. Should hopefully fit. Oh no. Yeah, we'll put this like so. Yeah, that'll fit. It'll be a little tight with the drives and whatnot. It looks like it'll fit. It has a wireless network card right here. Well, I love making movies. I kind of forgot to press record again, so I went through the whole spiel, but here's what we're going to do. I have this MSI B250 gaming motherboard. So I think we're going to go this route. I've transplanted the good, although it doesn't look like much, it's not like you're going to see it in this case anyway. But I transplanted the good 8 gig stick of memory in here. And for all intents and purposes, this thing's ready to mount. I do need to find the I/O shield though. So let me just set this down here. Let's see if I can find that. Alright, so out of the box I was able to retrieve both the I/O shield and the quick start guide, so we'll know how to wire our front panel. And that's going to come in very handy. So let's see about this. The only reason I had this motherboard, I don't know if I covered it in the last one, so I'll cover it again. I had this motherboard because I had some trouble getting it. I had this one originally, and I had some trouble getting it to recognize all of my cards. So, I mean, it worked, and it should work fine with nothing on it but a single RX 580. I don't think that's going to be a problem whatsoever. Boy, that is something. Alright. So that's going to go like that. Alright, I think I found us a nut driver. Got a pretty good stack of video cards over here. Let me show you. There they are. So I think I'm going to be selling all these, although I might keep one more. So anyway, there's 15 video cards here. So unless I decide to keep one more. So I put one of the 750 watt power supplies in it. And this is the MSI board that I had in one of the mining rigs originally, and it couldn't recognize. It wasn't recognizing all of my cards, so I ended up getting another motherboard. So I thought, well, I'm only going to use one video card in this thing, so I should be able to use it in here. And so this is one of the video cards I'm going to use in the media center PC. It is one of the XFX RX 580s, and so yeah, Now, those of you who are fairly astute will realize that the video card should be in that slot right there. That is that's where your video card should go. But apparently that's the dead slot, which really sucks. So that's the 16X slot right there. That's where you're supposed to put the video card, but it wouldn't recognize video card. So I put it in the 8X slot, which is down here. And it recognized it. And so I benchmarked it, and it was a little bit lower than it should have been. If it was up here and working, it would have come out a little better, but at any rate, this is what we have and this is what we use, right? Anyway, I've had it running for a little bit here. So I've got its video on the TV here. Let me show you. Anyway, so I'm trying to install Fortnite, and it's taking forever, man. So we're finally at, where does it say what it is? 41%. But yeah, it's taking a while. So that would be the thing there, man. If it can play the game, then that's all I really care about. So a simple video card upgrade, right? Should have been simple enough, but it actually required me to get the angle grinder out. I had to cut this bracket away. It was down here because it was interfering with the video card. It was a cage that holds more hard drives, so I only have 2 hard drives anyway. One's right here. This is the SSD, solid state drive. It's fast, but it doesn't hold doesn't have a lot of space on it. 120 gigs. And then I got this 500 gig spinner down here. You can just about see it. I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't easy, but I got it in there. So this is one of the 2 computers I've converted into gaming computers for the grandsons to use. One's up here, one's down here, and they're both operational. That one's up. There's that one. And then here, let me show you over here. Okay, and then there's the media center PC back in its rightful place, and it's all back together. It's been working really well, and it can play Fortnite, limited only by the television's refresh rate of 60 hertz, so 60 frames per second is what it can play Fortnite at. But if you look over here, oh yeah, over here in the settings, so we're on all epic settings right here. Those are the ones that are lit up, right? He's over here. And so we just go back and we play. Loading. Anyway, it's very playable. We were worried about, well, I was worried about how well it was going to perform with the video card in the wrong slot, but it seems to be working okay.
But we're on the battlefield, so everyone's gonna shoot. Oh, I got a sniper right off the bat. Someone's about to get headshot.
Anyway, I think we get the gist of it.
Sunday morning, 9 a.m. I saw fire in the sky. I felt my heart pound in my chest. I heard